I'm Sierra Cronkite. I'm really thinking about going into counseling, more specifically school counseling, so I can help kids figure out what they want to do with their lives, because I've struggled to figure out what I want to do with mine. I think I would like to be in the high school atmosphere so I can help out with sports like coaching volleyball and doing leadership programs because I enjoy doing those things throughout school. I've had lots of different jobs throughout my life. My first job, I was a barista in a coffee shop, and I really liked that job because I got to work with people. I didn't like it because it was in the food service, and I saw the behind the scenes of that. My second job, I worked as a receptionist in a temp agency for 2 years. I realized that I needed to go to college to figure out what I wanted to do because I knew I didn't want to be a temp for the rest of my life. Lastly, I worked at Dairy Queen, and again, I liked working with people, but the food industry was just not for me. When I got to college, I applied to work at the front desk of a dorm, and I really liked that because the kids would come to me, and I felt like I was kind of a mentor and a leader. Although they had RAs for that, I felt like I gave them really good advice, and that's when I first started thinking about counseling. So the summer of my sophomore year, I became a counselor at a camp in North Carolina. It was the most fulfilling job I ever had. I hate to get up early in the morning, but I didn't mind it at all for that job because I knew that's what I wanted to do. If the pay was a little bit better, I would be a camp counselor for the rest of my life. My job right now is I work at a front desk at a hotel. And again, I love working with the people, but the customer service aspect kind of gets under my skin. So that's why I decided to take this class, to see if counseling was the right route for me. I've struggled with school and knowing what I want to do for a long time, so I don't know if I'd be able to go to grad school to become a counselor, because getting through undergrad has been so difficult for me. So I'm taking this class to figure that out. I'm going to take steps, and I've already talked to my advisor. I'm going to talk to a bunch of different counselors and people in the graduate program to see if they're enjoying it and to see if it was something I would be interested in. I have lots of different skills that I think would make me a good counselor. I'm very coordinated and like to plan things. And being a school counselor, that goes with scheduling. I like things neat and organized. I keep all my homework assignments in my planner. Another skill I have is instructing, and I think that goes with kind of more teaching, but I can also instruct as a counselor. I can instruct in what schools, their options there are for schools, what they could do with their lives. I want to help them figure that out. I'm also really good at problem solving, which brings me to my camp experience. You had to deal with problems all the time. Kids who didn't want to go on the zip line because they were too scared. Kids getting in fights. Someone said something else. I problem solved all of those because I'm a fix-it kind of person. If someone's in a fight, I want to fix it. If someone doesn't want to do something, I want to help them do something and overcome their fears. I also have really good judgment and decision-making skills, which I think plays into counseling all the time because you have to make snap decisions, especially if kids are struggling with stuff. And you have to be good judgment to see what's going on at home. Lastly, I have really good time management skills. I like to be on time and organize things, which goes back into the scheduling. I like to see how things fit together, and I think I could help students do that very well. So that's why I'm taking this class and my work experience, and that's why I think I really want to go into counseling. So I'm going to take the steps this semester to see if it actually is right for me.